Hi guys, we still have some fallout from the midterms that happened, what, 3 years ago at this point in time? Oh my god, I can't believe this. But at least this one's going to be for an election that's going to be happening December 6th, okay? So there is one coming up in the future. Unfortunately, that happened, but who knows when that one's going to end up finishing. But Georgia was actually pretty good about counting all of their ballots on, a decent time frame, except for this one election that was out here that uncounted votes on overlooked memory card flips an election in Georgia. Huh. Interesting. Let's see which way this went before we get back to the Walker and Warnock runoff. Did I say Warnock? Because that's a Warnock runoff. Anyways, an overlooked memory card with uncounted ballots changed the final results of a special election in Cobb County. Oh, the big old boss man decided to find a memory card down there. Big boss man. Officials said last week, Cobb County's Board of Elections and Registrations voted to recertify the results of the November 8th Kennesaw City Council special election during a November 18th meeting. According to a news release, the recertification was necessary after workers discovered a memory card had not been included in a previous result. The additional ballots resulted in a change in Kennesaw City Council posts one special election, the news release said. Madeline Orchena was originally declared the winner of the special election. However, with additional ballots were located on the memory card, Lynette Burnett. Oh, that's so much nicer, okay, because at least she has a rhyming name. Was shown to be the winner of the race by 31 votes, officials told a local media. How many ballots were on this memory card that was out there? Doesn't look like we have any information on that. But no, just simply an isolated issue and nothing anybody should be worried about at all whatsoever. Walker and Warnock won't debate for the runoff, so there won't be another debate where I won't have to pull out a badge and show it on the debate stage. I haven't watched the entire debate. I've only seen a couple of clips of it, and Herschel Walker sure is an athletic dude, and again, hopefully, I don't know, I'd like to see them have a cage fight instead of a debate, but oh well, I'm sure my dreams will just go unfulfilled. Oh well. There will be no debate in the run-up to the Georgia Senate runoff on December 6th, with the Atlanta Press Club announcing Thursday it is canceling a debate scheduled for November 21st. That was supposed to have happened already. Oh no. Because neither Warnock or Herschel Walker had accepted. The Atlanta Press Club believes debating is an important part of any election as a way to help voters contrast their candidates' stand on issues important to them. Yeah, thanks. That's the entire point of this debate, and debates in general. So what's unique about this one? We are disappointed. Yeah, that's nice. So are we with the selection of candidates. Walker declined to accept any of the 3 debates, including one sponsored by the Atlanta Press Club, proposed by Warnock, while Warnock initially refused Walker's proposal to debate in Savannah. Warnock finally accepted it, and the two met there. Jesus Christ. Is this going to be the template going forward, where one party's candidates are just going to rebuke the other party's candidates for trying to have a debate, and then they eventually just decide on having opposing town halls, and somebody else is going to campaign from their basement because that proves to be a victorious stance to take in order to be a candidate in today's day and age? Anyways, Walker put on a stronger showing than many expected him to do against the better educated, what do you call him, stupid? Well, just say he walked on stage with a helmet, and more experienced public speaker Warnock, a minister. The public exposure to the two will largely be limited to either rallies and TV commercials, mostly attack ads against each other. Yep, I would imagine so. But I see some big money that's going into this election. It's going to be a very, very costly election. I remember there was records set for the 2 Senate runoffs during 2020. It's like that Ossoff cat got a whole bunch of money, okay? And same with, David Perdue. Yeah, David Perdue. Record-setting amount of money. Very interesting. Okay, so Walker raised $11 million in the first few days after the November 8th general election, including $3 million from Mitch McConnell-aligned Senate Leadership Fund. Ooh, a whole $3 million. It looks like Mitch is really serious about this election. He's also getting a valuable assistance from Governor Brian Kemp. The latter built his own formidable campaign apparatus to identify likely Kemp voters with spotty voting records and will get them to the polls. He has put that to work for Walker. All right. Warnock received $7 million from the Democratic Senatorial Campaign Committee, $7 million from the establishment for Warnock, $3 million from the establishment for Herschel Walker. Keep that in mind, okay? And his campaign hired 300 new workers for an intensive door-to-door knocking hindrance campaign. A Fulton County judge late Friday afternoon ruled in favor of Georgia's Democratic Party, wow, and the Democratic Senatorial Campaign Committee that Georgia's counties can allow early voting to begin the Saturday after Thanksgiving. So this upcoming Saturday, okay, after everybody gets their Black Friday shopping done, y'all, November 26th. They sued when Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, who had initially okayed it, then found it conflicted with state's laws. Oh, Brad Raffensperger, he doesn't even know what the fucking election laws are in Georgia, okay? All he knows is that Orange Man bad. Fuck that dude. Plaintiff's lawyer, I'm not trying to be racist, but I don't know what that is. I'll just call him UN, argued in a Friday hearing that the 2-day restriction applies to general and primary elections, but not specifically to runoffs. The lawyer for the state, Charlene McGowan, told Fulton County Superior Court Judge Thomas A. Cox Jr. that runoffs are considered extensions of general or primary elections, and they don't have their own specific rules. You both make decent points. It's now up to each county to decide whether to go ahead with Saturday's early voting. The runoff is first conducted under Georgia's 2021 election reforms, which shortened the span between the general and the runoff from 9 to 4 weeks. Yeah, that's way better. Voters will generally have access 5 days of early voting for the week before the runoff. Cox's decision gave them a 6th. Oh, great. How wonderful. If you can't waddle your fat ass down to the voting booth for early voting, we'll just go ahead and try to appeal to an even more common denominator. Fucking Christ. I want restrictions on who can vote, okay? Service guarantees citizenship. Anyways. So, let's talk about Kari Lake, okay? Because, okay, while we have a decided election, kind of, sort of, because we're waiting on a subsequent election for Georgia, we still have one outstanding election going on in Arizona, okay? Even though Katie Hobbs has been declared the winner, still haven't finished counting the votes out there in Maricopa County, or actually any of the counties in Arizona. Somebody should really fire the person who's, you know, conducting the elections that are out there. Oh, wait. Kari Lake says that she will become the governor after Attorney General's letter. What is she talking about? Okay, because I think we got to tread lightly on this one, mostly for very obvious reasons. I don't think anything's been certified yet, so we might be able to stray a little bit outside the lines, but let's not take it too far. Arizona gubernatorial candidate Kari Lake proclaimed Saturday that she will become governor after the Attorney General's office demanded explanations on alleged Election Day problems in the state's largest county. Problems in Maricopa County. Okay, somebody I'm sure just got a bingo on a fucking bingo card out there. Somebody brought up Maricopa County should be the free space. The way they run elections in Maricopa County is worse than in banana republics around this world. Yeah, because at least, you know what, hey man, some of those ballots are on the wood planks or dinner napkins, but at least they get the votes counted within, you know, a reasonable period of time. We are, what, 2 weeks out from the election? And we're still counting ballots? Bruh, it's not even a gigantic state. There's only, what, 5 million registered voters in all of Arizona? Like, was responding to Attorney General, Arizona Attorney General, Mark Brnovich's office, opening an inquiry into polling issues in Maricopa County, which includes Phoenix and other cities. Yes, following ballot tabulation issues that were confirmed by Maricopa County officials on November 8th, Assistant Attorney General Jennifer Wright demanded evidence turned over on or before Maricopa County submits its official canvass to the Secretary of State. Who's the Secretary of State again? As of Sunday morning, Lake is trailing a Democratic Secretary of State, Katie Hobbs, by about 18,000 votes. Last week, Hobbs declared victory in the race. Hey, I won! We haven't finished counting the votes, but I won already! Wow, imagine that! We can just go ahead and we can call it right here. And hey, man, We could just go ahead and bring the results of that election right to the Secretary of State's desk. You just leave it right by that nameplate that says Katie Hobbs, Secretary of State. We'll just call it good. Oh, and she didn't recuse herself, by the way. That's why this is just even more clownish. Lake, a former anchor for Fox 10 in Phoenix, told the Mail that she believes... Well, this is the Daily Mail that she's talking to. Oh, okay. At the end of the day, this will be turned around, and I don't know what the solution will be, but I still believe I will become governor. And we are going to restore honesty to our elections, because something's got to happen after this, because literally every other place, they've at least made progress. Like, I know that there's still some House seats that are out there that need to be either recount or reran or whatever the hell's actually happening in a couple of different places that are out there. But this is a governor's election, okay? And this is pretty serious stuff. And this is the third consecutive election in a row where there's been issues in Arizona, and who's been in charge of all three of those elections? The winner of this election. Wow, just imagine that. It's just wild. On November 17th, Lake said that she would be fighting in the state's governor's race after Hobbs declared victory. Yeah, we know. Now I'm busy here collecting evidence and data. Rest assured, I have assembled the best and brightest legal team, and we are exploring every avenue to correct the many wrongs that have been done this past week, she said. I'm doing everything in my power to right those wrongs. My resolve to fight for you is higher than ever. Since then, Lake has posted videos from voters who said they experienced issues during Election Day. On Saturday, Assistant Attorney General Jennifer Wright wrote to Maricopa County about printer issues on Election Day, which reportedly sparked confusion among voters. Strap in for this one. Maricopa County official Bill Gates and recorder Stephen Ricker on November 8th told reporters that the printer issue was to blame and told voters to place their ballots in drop boxes. Yep, very funny, right? Okay, you legitimately only need your machinery to run once every 2 years, and you fucking failed to do. You had one. The meme has become reality. You had one fucking job, and now you get a promotion. How wonderful. It's just amazing. You can't make this shit up. These complaints go beyond pure speculation, but include first-hand witness accounts that raise concern regarding Maricopa's lawful compliance with Arizona election law. Furthermore, statements made by both Chairman Gates, he wishes, and Recorder Ricker, along with information Maricopa County releases through official modes of communication, appear to confirm potential statutory violations of Title 16. Interesting. Hobbs declared victory earlier in the week after the Associated Press and other news outlets called the race for. They haven't finished counting the fucking votes yet, you dumbasses. Spokesperson for her office told local media last week that she's preparing a transition team. Of course she did. Our job is to find the people who are, whether they're Democrat, Independent, Republican, and that reflect Arizona. Reflect the diversity of Arizona. God damn it. I hope they fucking figure some shit out, because if I have to listen to that fucking nonsense, oh my god, Arizona's going off my short list of places that I want to fucking go, because fuck this bitch. It can help deal with some of the challenges that the administration will face, like people asking, can you do simple math? It's like, no, you're perfect for our team. For the midterm elections, Hobbs faced criticism from Lake and other Republicans for not recusing herself from handling the state's election duties. She's like, no, I can do this. Don't worry about it. All the machines are great. I just bought new ones. Two former Arizona secretaries of state told Time magazine that she should have stepped away from those duties. But then it's like, no, I'm not going to do it. And then the bitch made fucking current governor, Doug Fat-Ass Ducey, wasn't like, no, actually, you're not going to be in charge of these elections. He should have been the one to step in on this one. So should a Congress too. Okay, they should have stripped her of those powers. If she wasn't going to recuse herself, make her recuse herself. Even if it is just handing it off to one of her lackeys, it makes you look just a little bit more honest, but it's not exactly what your campaign's about at all whatsoever. So I suppose we're probably going to be continuing to discuss this election for at least a little while longer. But just as common as all of the Trump shade, okay, via endorsing DeSantis through the media, there's an equal amount of effort, because everybody knows that the name Kari Lake might not know what she's running for and might not know where she is, but she's been exceptionally good at marketing herself, mostly because she's definitely on everybody's short list, okay? If you're a conservative, if you consider yourself a more Republican-minded individual, she's on your incredibly short list of people that would be excellent candidates into the future. Rising stars, if you will. So the media, because they hate Republicans and conservatives like nothing else that you're likely to ever see, they want to stoke civil war. They want to go ahead and sow division within the party at the cost of the health of the party, okay? They just want them to return to the party that's not really, that much of a threat, okay? And their core issues aren't that much different than establishment Democrats. They just want the patsies, the just lose with dignity party to return, okay? So every single time there's somebody who's a proud member of the America First agenda, somebody whose principles line up with that of Trump's, they're constantly accosted with, or are you gonna get rid of Trump? He's a sinking ship, and you're a rising star. You should just go ahead and do that because the sources say that Trump is basically Hitler. So Kari Lake, just like Ron DeSantis, not that long ago, he's like, just cool your fucking shit. Okay, I'll deal with this at a later date. You just need to stop being lame right now. He put the media in its place, and haven't heard much about that lately. What did Kari Lake do? Well, there's a reason after Trump. I'd probably have Kari Lake even ahead of Ron DeSantis, even though she hasn't done anything. Just the way that she can own the media. It's pretty special if Ron DeSantis could cultivate just a little bit of it, because when it comes to charisma, all three of those people up on stage, he's the ugly friend. Let's just say that, okay? Sure, he's got a great personality, but when it comes to communication skills, he's a little bit lacking. Not saying that he's bad or anything, and I like Ron DeSantis, but compared to Trump and Kari Lake, it's no contest, okay? Arizona top gubernatorial candidate Kari Lake responded to speculation that she could be a conservative star if she pivots away from former President Donald Trump, who had endorsed her. What a fucking brain-dead, room temperature IQ take that is, okay? Hey, we know the direction of the Conservative Party. Every single poll that's out there across the world, whenever you embrace a more populist message, your platform is more popular. So, knowing that, do you want to return to like the establishment roots? Because they got like a lot of money. Do you want to go ahead and do that? It's like, what? If she concedes graciously in the coming days and weeks, then I think there could be a path for her in the future of politics in Arizona. Bruh. That is somebody who has a picture of John McCain not doing jumping jacks above their bed. Listen, if you could just go ahead and embrace the Lose with Dignity party, that would be great, okay? It was basically fostered in Arizona after John McCain carpet-bagged his way to Arizona, taking his fat fucking daughter and his self-described malignant cunt of a wife from, I believe, was it Massachusetts? Because I know Mitt Romney's from Massachusetts, bitch. And moved down to Arizona because he's seen an easy opportunity. Then if you want to wonder why Arizona's turning into a more purple place, you can directly blame John McCain and the system that he set up there. But regardless, okay, adding that it is still... Oh, but who's this? Lorna Romero? Who's this bitch? Told the Washington Examiner this week. I like the Washington Examiner. She just must have been somebody in the close proximity. And they're like, yo, we got this goofy bitch talking right here. We don't really believe anything that she says, but, hey, we'd like some clickable material right here. Not trying to call you out for anything, but... Still seems like she's mulling over a potential lawsuit over the way Maricopa County handled the elections. Oh, that seems pretty true. She's assembling a legal team. And if Lake goes down that route, I think she will forever be branded as a Trump-type candidate. You say that like it's a bad thing. I think her political career in Arizona will be over. I think you are dumb. I don't even know what you've consulted. You're a political consultant. Oh my God. Bro, that's like a middlingly attractive girl who says that I'm a content creator. She has OnlyFans. I'm a political consultant in Washington. You go to expensive dinners and I give hand jobs to congressmen. It's like, you're not that special. I think, yeah, her political career in Arizona will be over. At that point, her only path would be to do conservative talk shows somewhere. No, she left the Fox affiliate in Phoenix to become a congressional candidate. You fucking idiot. Okay. After the Washington Examiner posted the story on Twitter, Lake responded, "Never, never." President Trump announces the 2024 presidential run, she wrote on Truth Social, following the former president's announcement that he will make a third bid for the White House. 3 of them. He has my complete and total endorsement. During the Republican primary, Lake received Trump's endorsement, allowing her to win the party's nomination over a candidate who was backed by current Arizona Governor Doug Ducey and former Vice President Mike Pence and all of the establishment money in the world. Karen Taylor Robeson, I do believe, okay? And she was dominating all of the polls that was out there. It just kind of looked like a shoo-in. Even after Kari Lake announced her candidacy for running for this election. It was like, who's this lady? It's like, I remember her from the TV and shit. Is she serious about that? And then she got the Trump endorsement, and then lo and behold, who's on the ballot in November and who is still having votes tabulated for her? Not the establishment hack. That would be the one who is being asked to make that exact same pivot. Might be more profitable for you, but is it that good on the soul? Time will tell, folks. But with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.